It's
Who is who? Okay, so that section was actually titled "Who is Who," and when we did a photo shoot, they just asked us to, do whatever you want to do. And in the picture, surprisingly, it's a group picture, but I'm further down by myself in the picture. But I didn't know anything going on. I just, Willie, why are you laughing?
Because I don't want no parts in whatever is about to happen.
Okay, so, after the group picture, we took, individual pictures, with our nice-looking outfits and everything. And they asked me where I come from, which, originally I do come from Adan in West Africa, Ghana. And they were like, what is on my mind? I'm like, and this is what I said. You ready for it? I said, I am a force to reckon with. I always try to set myself apart in everything I do. Through that, I have lost a lot of friends, but gained a lot of success, and God is my reason. Tell me if it's a lie, Willie.
Willie doesn't know anything. I am just here.
No, but even just like a group picture, we had a group picture.
Well, let me say this. I think your statement is very true. I've said that before. When you're on a path to success, everybody can go with you.
Yeah,
that's true.
And it's some people that you have to leave behind, and it's sad that you have to leave them. Well, no, I'm sorry, it's not sad. It becomes it becomes emotionally sad because if you've friendship is a relationship, basically.
It is.
So if you've had a bond with them and you've done X, Y, and Z, you have memories. It's hard to take the cancer away from you.
Yes, it is.
So and when I say take the cancer away, I'm talking about memories, those memories, all the time spent, all the effort that was put into that friendship. It's hard to now say, well, this is cancerous, let me take it away. So.
Well, that's true. I mean, hey, it happens. But yeah, I just had to reminisce. I'm like, oh my God. I literally wrote this way back in the summer. I just wrote it.
Yeah.
And it's really happening.
Do you need the shade bomb? Because I don't know if shade is happening right now. I don't know what the shade is, but
no, the shade is like you said, when you advance, and let me put it this way: when you elevate, everyone can go with you.
Okay, elevate yourself.
Okay, so listen, I do have a contribution from Kathy Dion, and she says, I maintain to surround myself with positive people, but I make sure I am that positive light that needs first and foremost, because if I do not want my influence to be dependent upon the presence of other people's absence or another.
But I feel like you need negative people in your life.
What?
People, it motivates you to be better.
Oh, no, man.
Okay.
Let
it happen.
I'm going to let you speak on it.
Hear me out. I feel like if you have, sometimes when you have a few negative people in your life, it makes you seem like, okay, if they're saying this, then it's like, okay, well, I know that I need to continue doing what I'm doing. I'm doing something right.
That's like a motivation for you.
Yeah, that's a motivation.
But
no, I'm just going to have to, because I get where you're going with it, but the whole negative people, I'm going to have to disagree, because there's a difference in having a group of people who they're not yes friends.
Yeah.
And when I say yes friend, I mean that every time you say something, they're not going to agree with it. They're going to just be like, they're going to tell you their honest opinion and truth. That's different from having a negative friend. Having a negative friend is that if you say, "Oh, I like that shirt," well, girl, I don't think that shirt gonna be cute on you, but then they turn around and buy it. That's negative because they didn't want you to get it because how it'll look on you.
True. Well, what I'm speaking from is I have had a friend where anything that I do, it doesn't get celebrated. If I go get out,
let me share the shade bomb.
If I get a new hairstyle, it's like I'm not one that looks for, tell me how my hairstyle looks. But if she go gets her hair done, I better say, you notice my new hairstyle? You know what I'm saying, like that. But to me, it motivates me because I know I'm doing something right. I know I look cute. I know that I'm accomplishing goals, and the fact that she's not seeing something, that's how I'm.
And I like what she just said because sometimes we do need the negative people around us. Let me tell you why.
Let me tell you why.
We do, but it's bad. To the point, like you just said, you might have this one negative friend. At the same time, that friend might not be too negative, but the people he or she actually knows on the side are very negative. So once they're trying to join the party, it's like, you can't have all. No, we can't.
Yeah.
And people don't realize people rub off on you.
But why would you want a negative Nancy in your life?
See, people don't realize that sometimes it's a comfort zone for people, and they don't realize.
It's a comfort zone.
Yes.
That's true. Like, if you've been friends with someone for so long, it's hard to break.
And that's why I said it's hard. But this is the thing, right? One thing that I do, and I love this about myself, is that every 2 months or so, I do like a holistic healing, quote unquote. And I take a step back and I look at things in life from an outer perspective and say, what am I doing? Who are the people that are surrounding me? How are they benefiting to my life? Because a friendship is like a bank account. If they taking more from you than what they're depositing, I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. If they're taking more from you than what they're depositing, if that bank account has a negative on it, it needs to close.
True.
It has, and I seen a quote on that recently. It does, and I mean, some people think this is shade, but this is reality right now. We are talking about things that actually really happen in real life, and people don't realize, and that's why a lot of people get salty in the future when people they used to be friends with are making it and they're not making it.
True.
And you ask yourself, where did I go wrong? No, your dumb behind was trying to have fun and enjoy whatever with other people who don't even have your best interest. And the sad part is, like, most people come join other people's friendship and influence them the bad way. So even if you're the one positive person in it, from their perspective, you become negative. You become like, oh, you think you all of that. Oh, you think you this and that. And honestly, to be honest with it used to bother me when people said that about me. It did.
And I think that's why I live by the saying, birds of a feather flock together.
Exactly.
And I really live by that, because my thing is that when I go somewhere, and all my friends, we dress up, we look really nice. I never have to question them and be like, ooh, what they gonna wear. I believe that birds of a feather flock together, because I don't need that one friend that's like, oh, y'all all dress like this and I dress like this. No, we all need to be on one accord.
Exactly.
I'm not saying look alike.
Yeah.
But I'm saying we all have something alike. There's a trait that's alike about us.
Yeah.
To where we can relate to each other.
Exactly.
That's why, like, when you say you do your inventory, I do that too. Like, it's some people I went to school with, elementary, and I like those are my people. Like, whatever they go through, I'm with them. But it's like, okay, I didn't graduate from college. Like, I'm trying to get my stuff together, and y'all still on Facebook beefing. So it's just like, even though we cool and we can do stuff together, and what I have done is say, okay, well, they don't gotta hang with me every single day. Like, she can just be when I go here, or she can be like, oh, when I go to concerts, I hang with her. Or now, she don't have to be an everyday friend, because certain friends are for certain stuff. And I have found that when I came to TSU and I started getting friends, and it's like, okay, my college friends, we are there on an educational level. I can talk to them and have a decent conversation.
Different level,
yeah. But then when I'm with my friends from back home, it's just like, we talking about ratchet stuff. So I just feel like certain friends you can just do certain stuff with.
Praise him.
But I used to believe that.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's wrong, but I think when you've had the type of friends that I have, because I used to think we got friends for this, friends for that.
Yeah.
No.
Let
me tell you something. That's too much to think about when I'm calling you and being like, hey, let's go here. I don't want to think about if her over here, she gonna get ratchet at this. Yeah. I'd rather have my friends to where, hey, we're versatile. We know how to adapt to things. We know how to be intellectual. We know how to be clatchit. Yeah. And clatchit is the words that I use because I love classy ratchet.
Yeah.
So I used to believe that, but I don't now. I feel like all my friends, we can travel together. We can go to the club. When we do go, we can talk about political things and worldly things without sounding ignorant.
Exactly. And I like that, like he said, I used to believe that as well. Like, you have friends for A, B, C, D. I used to. But I was like, that's too much work.
That is. That's a full-time
job.
That's
what I'm finding out to me, because I'm like, oh, I want to go to the museum.
Exactly, that's a full-time job.
Yeah.
Like,
so I just stopped trying to have friends in every aspect or everything I do. I just have friends. I actually don't really have friends. I have family. I call them family because I feel like if we've been close enough, I mean, I just call it family. that's just the basics I grew up. And like I said, I had a lot of hate and a lot of backlash for not being friends with other people or whatever. And it was not to make them feel some type of, it was like, I know where I'm going. Like, I'm trying to elevate myself. It's not about you. It's about me. But, you know, some people don't think to that extent, you know.
And let me just add this. It's not that because I know somebody going to be like, well, you judging them. It's not that I'm judging them. It's just that I know who I want to hang around with. And I know where I want to go. Because, again, if you're trying to... Oh, gosh, let me not say this. I'm just going to say
it.
If you're...
Go ahead.
It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but if you're that friend that everybody is walking on eggshells when they're around you, I can't do it. Now, you know, I'm known, you know, for a little pop off here and there, you know. But it's just something about having that friend when you don't know what they're going to say, what they're going to do, how they're going to look. And it's not judging. It's just that I'd rather have friends to where we all are on the same page. Or we're in the same book, but not on the same page. Let me say that.
My thing is, oh my God, really? You need to see this. It says, when God begins to take you places that you did not think you were qualified for. Look at this.
God take you places and everybody can go with you.
Exactly. And I mean, I had to do my own soul searching and realize, you know, sometimes you cannot please everyone. I'm the type, I love my friends. I'll do anything and everything just to keep my friends. But I had to realize not everyone has to be your friend. Not everyone has to be on the journey with you.
True.
Willie, yeah. What does Jessica say? I see she has some contributions somewhere. Jessica, let's read it because some people are really deep into this for real.
Okay, let me read what Jessica said. Oh, it's a lot.
Oh, we need that.
You want me to read all this?
Which one? The one in the white section?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to read what Jessica said. The majority of people that I open the ins and outs of my life to have positive demeanors. But I do have a few people who are always negative. She's always with capital letters, so you know she's serious.
Yes.
These people complain about free stuff.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Some people do.
They for real just negative things. But she said gifts, help from others, raising their pay, their partners, etc., etc. I tend to distance myself from these people because being around people who are always negative can and will take a toll on you emotionally and physically. If I'm ever in a situation where I'm constantly around negativity, I begin to feel overwhelmed. So I make moves to remove myself from the situation as quick as possible. And then she gave a little emoji, deuces.
Woo! Didn't she just peek to your soul? Come on now. Come on now.
Well, you know, she kind of spoke to it a little bit, but again, I don't have negative people around me, so I can relate from past experiences, but where I am in my life now, I just can't relate to the negative friends.
I mean, it's just so much to deal with, first of all. So why would you want to be around negative people? I can't. Because I have a contribution from Stewart, and he says, LOL, at this point in life, people do not influence me. I influence people. Hey, he ain't paying.
But see, I'm not a Yama, so I don't have time to fix your life. I'm fixing my own life over here, so I don't have time to change your negativity and make you a positive Patty. I don't have time for that. I'm just saying.
You're right. Also, Steve Bruce says both. Depends on the part of life. And he was like, LOL. I asked him like this is so general. But
somebody
he was
said
like,
both.
Yeah, both the positive and the negative people.
Why would people want negative people? And
it's some people that you can't, like, if you have an aunt that's negative, you can't remove her from your life. Like,
well, yes, you can.
I'm just saying, like, for me, I'm just saying, if I grew up with somebody, if I've been having a best friend since elementary, and then we have grown up, and I notice, oh, that's how she is. It's kind of like,
but no,
it's
you
hard.
I'm gonna let you finish.
It's hard to let go. Even I'm not saying that they're like, I don't have anybody in my life that's just like they wake up, oh girl, why you that? But I'm just saying, I see that they just don't congratulate me, or you know, they're not just totally negative, but it's just some aspects. It's just like, girl.